It's good to see you on a thirsty Thursday tonight. We are back because Tuesday night we had some stuff going on, but it's good to see you. And we are looking at more guests coming up here in the coming weeks as well. So we'll sprinkle in some of those shows and some of these, but either way, we'll keep things moving and we will keep things fun for you and informative when it comes to the magic, because we all love that stuff. We got a lot of great stuff to tell you about tonight. And from the looks of things, I see a whole lot of really good people hanging out with us tonight in the All Things Magic Lounge. So it's so nice to see you friends out there as well. So thank you for being here on a thirsty Thursday. All righty, cool. Tonight's show, there is a good trend of magic to show you. And the first thing I'm going to show you here in just a second is brand new. And it is something that really makes me smile. I want to look at one thing first on my end, because for every order tonight that's over $50, we are hooking you guys up with a free prize. Wanted to see what this one is worth. So these are actually worth $25 a piece. This is a secret mentalism system from Michael Murray. Michael Murray is a genius when it comes to mentalism, very clever methods. I'm going to keep this a secret, but this is a very clever system here. Usually sells for 25 bucks. We've got a small supply of these. The first people that spend $50 or more tonight get one of these added into your order. It's called Equilibrium and is really good. And if you end up not being one of the first people to get in, we also have another freebie to throw in tonight. This is a lot of fun too. It's called Pip Art from Dan Harlan. We're going to throw those in for the rest of the people that don't get in early. So I want to let you know that before we get in. So yes, those are free for orders over 50 bucks tonight. So there you go. All right, speaking of that kind of stuff, the first thing we got to show you tonight is a doozy. This one is from our friends over at Vernay Magic, and I really like this one a lot. The method made me smile. The effect is great, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So if you haven't seen it yet, it's probably because it was just released yesterday, but your boy has got your back. And this is your first look probably at inside from Michelle. So watch this closely. This is really smart.
Hi, Iñaki. How are you doing?
Hi, very.
Okay, you will not believe me, but here in this envelope, I have a prediction. Really. I want someone from the audience. What's your name?
Adriano.
Adriano. I want you to think in one of the playing cards.
Okay.
But remember, there are 52 choices. Do you have one in mind?
Yes,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, please, tell us aloud which one is the card you want.
The Ace of Spades.
The Ace,
Of Spades.
could you listen? From the 52 cards, the Ace of Spades. You're not believe, but here I have one box. You can check it. Of playing cards. Nothing in my hands. I want you to open the lid and take off the cards. You can leave there. Okay. Can you check? Are really playing cards?
Yes.
And are they shuffle?
Yes,
This
they're
is a shuffle deck.
Yes.
But I don't know if you could see inside the box, very clearly I will show, there's something else. Can you see?
Yes.
It's a paper.
Paper.
It's a folded paper. I will take it very clearly. And there's something I have written at home. And I want you to read it aloud very clear. What I have written.
Prediction. I don't know why, but the card you name will be exactly the number 7 in the deck.
So, the card you name will be the 7 in the deck. Please, can you take the cards? And can you count very clear face up until the 7? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7. And you say?
Ace of Spades.
Please turn around. Oh my God. This is the Ace. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
It's great. It's pretty much as straightforward as you thought it was. Thursday, I thought I was in some sort of time warp. I'm like, we're here on a Thirsty Thursday this week. I was not available on Tuesdays. It's good to see you, though, out there. Thanks for joining us. So, Inside by Michelle is absolutely fantastic, and it is a capital F. I will not give it A-bomb approved. Yeah, this one's F-bomb approved. This is very, very smart. The fact that they can take the cards out of the deck at the end of the trick. The fact that they can take the paper, the little slip of paper, out of the box. And remember, again, once you take the box out of the envelope, show both sides, hand it to them, and then everything happens out of your hands. There's also a couple different handlings to make this even easier to do if one of the handlings kind of throws you off. So there's a very, very easy way to do it. In general, though, this is a very easy trick that any of you out there can do. But if you're not comfortable with one of the handlings, there's a very easy one that's included as well. So there is a whole lot to like about this, and everything you need is included. I think that's worth noting here. And these are the fine points. They can name any card, which is true. There's no equivoque, none of that fun stuff. You don't have to memorize anything. Again, show both sides of the box. They can take everything, and yes, you do also use your own deck of cards. So there you go. That is called Inside from Michelle over at Verne Magic. All right, so that is the first of a couple things that we have to tell you about tonight when it comes to the Magic products. And the other stuff that we have to tell you about tonight is on the Magic news side. There's been some exciting things and there's been some bittersweet things. We'll start with the bittersweet stuff, right? So last Saturday was Banachek's very last show over at over at the Strat here in Las Vegas. David Blaine is over at the Wynn. So Banachek has been performing for the better part of 2.5 years at the Strat here in Vegas. I've had a chance to see him a few times, and the wifey and I and some other friends were there to support Banachek. You can see me and the wife there after the show, which was a great show, as always. He had done over 600 shows on the Vegas Strip, which is no small feat, of course. Another one of our friends that was there was Keelan Laser and his wife, and I actually snagged a video from Keelan, so you're going to see them at the end of the video, but this is a little bit of a little look inside of Banachek's show, and even a little bit after the show of them kind of wrapping everything up. Alrighty, so that's one of my favorite things about living in Vegas is not only the amazing people that live here. There's so many talented, creative people that live here. And then there's Jason Smith. No, I'm kidding, Jason. We love you. But there are so many awesome shows to go to and to watch and check out, including this guy, Banachek. And I grabbed a couple of photos as well from the show. I wanted to show you those as well, kind of as a little, send off to Banny. Great looking shot here. The production value had gone nothing but up since they started the show. And it was fun to actually be there with Jake Rover and Jason Smith and my buddy Nick. As I mentioned, Keelan was there and a lot of other friends. One of my favorite shots, though, is I think the one coming up. It's not as clear as the other one, but I love this because if you don't know, Banachek has kind of taken the Randy Foundation, the Psychic Challenge. He's kind of carried the torch, and so he talks a lot about Randy during the show. I love this shot of Randy behind him up on the big screen, which is pretty cool too. That's one of my favorite shots from the show. And then this is actually, as I mentioned, Keelan and his wife Angela. This is actually Angela on stage with another spectator that was chosen. And as you can guess, Banachek is performing the PK touches, which he has made famous over the years. The amazing, amazing effect that so many other people have had their own versions of over the years. So that's them on stage for the PK touches. And it's actually funny because Angela, who's Keelan's wife, she seems to always get picked as a spectator to go up on stage. We've been to a couple of shows with them, And yes, she got picked for both of the shows that we've gone to with them. So that was kind of funny as well. So one more sayonara to Banny Banachek. While he still lives in Vegas and he's currently in Colombia, he's performing already on cruise ships. He's already on the road performing again. Who knows? We might see him again back on a Vegas stage sometime soon. You just never know. So that is some news for you out of Las Vegas. And again, congratulations going out to Banachek. 600 plus shows at the Strat, which is awesome. So there you go. Michael Mayo says his gal also gets picked a lot too. Must be a blonde thing, right? Must be a blonde thing. By the way, that's a pretty mean picture of Michael Mayo there. Look at him. It's pretty mean photo. That's tough, man. I like it. Looks good. Good stuff. All right. So we have other stuff to tell you about along the way when it comes to Magic news as well. But yeah, Magic Live will be here, bring even more people to Las Vegas. Lots of stuff to do. You know that there is no shortage of stuff to do out here. All right. So what else is going on tonight with you? This is a big thing that I wanted to tell you about tonight that I've been waiting for quite a while. This one is the best version of this plot. And the thing that I am talking about is this. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you the full performance because it's from Foolus, which would get this feed taken down right away. They don't like that. So what I can do is the next best thing, and that is I can show you a video of this while we are here watching this. So basically, this is the ring to shoelace from Adrian Caratala. I think I said that right. And I'm going to play the video in the background here. So he's already gone through, picked the girl from the audience. He's grabbed her ring. And I want you to watch this closely on just how freaking clean this is. Now, some of you might be following along here. And he did full pin and teller with this. So the ring goes into the little, the silk, the magic foulard, whatever we want to call that. And it was empty. You can see his hands empty there, which is important. Now, as we go along, she's holding that. There's a little bit of byplay. But I want you to watch very, very closely where his hands stay. They are here the whole time. His hands do not go to his pockets. They are not going anywhere that looks fishy. He is out in the open, and he loves to do that, right? To make sure that you know that his hands are totally empty. So as you watch here, eventually you know what's going to happen. She's holding that, so it's gonna vanish here any freaking moment. But just wait as we watch. Here it goes. Yes, it did come out a little while ago, David First. He says he remembers this routine. Yeah. So here we go. He's talking to her. He's going to whip it away. And, of course, now the ring is, come on, dude. Let's go. It's gone. So there you go. So, again, watch the handling here, right? Everything's still on the up and up, all right? So we are now getting to the point where he goes, oh, wouldn't it be great if you notice there's a ring box. Wouldn't it be great if the ring maybe, was inside of the box, the ring box? That would make sense. So he has her go up and grab the ring grab the ring box from the top of the ladder, open it up, and as you see, there is nothing inside. This is when it gets good. Again, watch his hands the whole time. That's what I was trying to set up for you at first. This is the part that you will never, ever, ever see coming. Well, you probably will because I teed it up at the beginning. I named the trick. But watch this. So now he goes over to the ladder. Of course, why was the ring box on a ladder? And that is so that he can climb up the ladder and show you that on his shoelace is a ring that is linked right there onto his shoelace. And of course, it is her ring. And that is the effect. And that really is how clean this is. This one is a masterpiece. This is something, again, I've been waiting a long, long time to get because I knew this was going to be released. And now it is finally here, not just for me, but for you guys out there as well. So, yes, that is what this is in a nutshell. And there we go. A couple of details I want you to know about you. Your wheels are probably already turning. I want to cancel off some of those things that you might be thinking, right? Couple of important points here. Setup takes you less than 10 seconds. So some of the other effects in the past have been a bit more difficult to set up, but look at that. The reset is even quicker. 10 seconds to set up. Reset's quicker than that. As I mentioned, it's easy to do. You can do it close up or in parlor or on stage, but look at this. It's completely self-contained that fits in your pocket. No sleight of hand required. This is not hard to do at all. You're going to be very happy with this. The other nice thing about this is no alterations are required. As you know, again, in the past, you've had to do some things. No alterations required. You can perform this in shorts. No duplicate rings, no reels or threads or elastics, no reels. Remember that? And you never put your hands in your pocket or touch your shoes. So those are a couple of very important details when it comes to this. Another important detail for you is they definitely recommend to use dark shoes and or with black laces. They are recommended, a lot like laced up. Laced up definitely works better, in my opinion, with the darker laces, right? And as we all know, this is highly inspired from Richard Sanders and his interlace effect. Obviously, this takes that in a whole different direction, but this one is totally easy to do. The reset time is super, super quick, and you don't have to do any alterations. So there's a lot to love about it. And yes, even when they started trying to figure out how he did it, he started to strip down his clothes, and there was nothing for them to find. That's why he's standing there in his boxers and a wife beater there. So yeah, there's nothing to find. So there you go. And that is the ring to shoelace. So yes, I know it's a little pricey. However, you're getting a routine that one full pit and teller, and you can start doing right away. I'm going to start using this one right away myself. And don't forget, we do offer you Afterpay and Shop Pay installments, so you don't have to spend all that money at once. You could literally get it today for just $50, and then you get the product, and then you have to make the rest of the payments after. But it's a sweet deal, and that is Adrian Caratala's ring to shoelace. And I dare you to find a better version than that. So there you go. That is some awesome sauce. All right. Please don't do this multiple times in the same performance, but it looks absolutely, don't do it. You're going to ruin that. This should not be a novelty. This should be a miracle. It should be, right? So there you go. That was another one for you guys out there. I've been waiting on that one for quite a while now. So yes. Badassery level 7, indeed. Steven Silva, I got it, and it's a great method. Thank you, Richard Sanders, for trekking a new path. Adrian did a great job taking you up to the next level. So Steven's got it, and he is all about it. So there you go. That is a nice thing to see from friends that actually purchased this and that are using it out there in the real world. So there you go. Alrighty. Something else that I was going to show you and actually ask you about. I wanted to ask you guys a question because I saw something and it made me really wonder if I was just being a magician. I really was wondering, like, am I just thinking like a magician, or am I onto something here? So I found this and I wanted to ask you guys about. This is something that's being sold mainstream, and a lot of you might already be familiar with this. They're calling this the Wandini. And I wanted to know your thoughts, friends, on this. Turn it down a little bit. Being sold to the masses. Now, obviously, there's not much we could do about this, but I just wanted to know what you guys thought about basically a floating cane being sold to the mainstream public. I know that a lot of people use this kind of stuff. I know they have the gloves at raves and what are they called? The EDC festivals, like the concerts and stuff. But I want to know what you guys thought about that. Are you okay with something like this being sold now as a toy, basically, for people to use? And I mean, the guy does it well. I think he actually did that on AGT, if I'm not mistaken. But just curious what you thought about seeing something like this kind of sold as a toy. I know at one time they were selling the Hummer card, was kind of a thing on TV. And sold, obviously, the Rubik's Cube has been a toy that's been sold. This is kind of walking that line, though, right? It's a magic trick, but now it's being sold as something kind of else. But it is called the Wandini. So wanted to know your thoughts when it comes to that. The masses don't know it's a magic trick. They think it's a toy or just for lights. Yeah, I think the light element is what really makes people think of it not as a trick, but as like a kind of like a rave type of thing, right? Brian Cornwall says he doesn't think it should be available to the public. Jason R. Smith, I think I am personally. It is such an old method and believe it could help get quality, talented people in the art. Okay. Jake actually does a lot of work with concerts. So he says these have been prominent at festivals for years now. I think some of these ravers perform this better than the majority magicians on the market these days. That's fair. That's more than fair. Alex says, I like it. I don't think the method is any secret anyway. More that it just appears magical. That's fair. I have the original by Creekmore right in front of me on my desk. It comes with a beautiful carrying case. It sucks they have turned it into a toy. So yeah, I had a feeling this is not anything new. I saw this as a commercial, obviously online, but yeah, I had a feeling these have been at those festivals for a while. Michael Mayo says, doesn't bother me because I honestly think it's not a great trick. When the method is the trick and the most obvious explanation is kind of bogus. Unless you are Peter Pitt, maybe pick another trick. Fair enough. I doubt most purchasers will ever be that competent as shown. That's true too. Yeah, it takes some work to make it look like good, right? Scott's is over 40 years old. Oh wow, it's like almost as old as me. And yeah, Creekmores are awesome. Those are good. Jake Roper, you could be fully aware of the method, and yet, if done well, the method is still invisible and mysterious. Yeah, that's a good point too. Very, very true. So thank you for your input, friends. Wanted to know what you thought about that one because, it's magic. It's magic. All right. Yeah, it's kind of like a yo-yo to people, right? That's a good way to sum it up, Mr. Ken. That's definitely a good way to sum that one up. Getting in the win, but we're not doing any free giveaways tonight, Jody, but thanks for being here. Good to see you. Even after last week, we were still getting people kind of still out of control with the freebies. So we're still kind of holding back on the freebies. But there is a freebie tonight if you're just getting here on a Thirsty Thursday along with our friends out here. There's our friends on a Thirsty Thursday. We are offering a free mentalism type of system here from Michael Murray. These sell for $25. If you spend $50 or more tonight, you're going to get one of these thrown into your order absolutely free. That is tonight only. If we run out of those, we will have a backup product to include in your package instead. But Michael Murray is quite clever with his thinking, but you probably know that already. All right. So the next thing that I wanted to kind of show you and talk about tonight, because as you know, we really we dive deep. We dig deep to find some really solid stuff for you guys each week and take a lot of pride in that, as you know. And this next one just looks so good. It looks great. I know a lot of you had fun with the Tinyo version of this, with the cash appearing. But now that this has taken that to a whole new level. And the trick that I am talking about at the moment is called Money Maker 2.0. And the visuals on this are going to just beat up your eyeballs. So I want you to watch this closely, but this one is a whole lot of fun. And it uses money, which people always go, what's that? So here you go. Check it out. There it is, friends, and here it is for you in this nice package here. And there's a video on the back that I'm not going to show you the back. There's a QR code. But this one may look a little familiar. Tinyo Magic put out the version of the Fast Cash, I think is what they called that one. And a lot of people loved it. Now you're able to take that to a whole nother level. And the nice thing is this is actually an improved type of envelope to hold the cash as well. So it's stronger quality. And you can see it looks nice as well. There it is, kind of empty. While I don't believe it's leather, I do believe um, it looks kind of like it, but it's made to last with the quality of the material that it's made out of. And actually does feel a little leatherish, but it's definitely not. I'm gonna cover up the thing here, but yeah, this feels really good. Let me see if it's mentioned here in the ad copy. Let's see here. We have got it's a true masterpiece crafted with premium plastics and luxurious leather. So it must be a type of leather, okay, that's added with this because it is soft. So all right, so it is a type of leather that's built with this. So yeah, maybe like a pleather. I think you can. Yeah, maybe like a pleather. Yes, but they do say that it's made with luxurious leather. So there must be some leather going on here too. Then all right, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess that is leather. Okay, all right. I didn't think that was actually leather, but oh, it's because I was looking at the back. That's why, my friends. When I first opened this, I looked at the back, and it's just this flat, and then here you've got the leather kind of grain on there. So there we go. All right. So Brian says you got a knockoff version to see what it's about. Yeah, don't buy knockoffs, Brian. That's your first problem when you say that it's garbage. Yeah, when you buy knockoffs, you're gonna get shit quality, man. That's just what happens when you buy knockoffs. Don't be surprised. So there you go. That's Moneymaker 2.0 for you out there. So I told you your eyes are gonna bleed from that one. They're gonna pop out from the visuals of the Moneymaker 2.0. You're gonna pop one out. Yes, Richie is correct when he says you get what you pay for. That's right. You buy a knockoff, you can't complain when it comes and it's a piece of crap. Am I right or am I right? Yes, there you go. All right. Some other news that I wanted to share with you to kind of bring your way here. We talked about that one and that one. We'll take a little look at the All Things Magic group and let's see what's been going on over here. We had Thirsty Thursday promoted today. Did my review of Perception. That was up over the weekend. It was really, really cool to see the reactions from people when they started getting these. I've had a couple people reaching out because some of the people that got them, the instructional link included wasn't right. So we made it right. We've got them hooked up. And yeah, you can use any currency with the Moneymaker. You can use any currency with that, Mr. John. So yeah, Perception, it's out of stock now, but we should have more soon. So if you do see it, you want to get it, click on the email me when available tab on our website and you'll know as soon as we have more. But it is such a great prediction system. Did a little promotion for Thirsty Thursday today, thanks to the wifey. Was enjoying that. If you are having a drink tonight, I'm having Coronas. Let me know what you are having out there to drink. All right. I can't send stars is going to break my streak. I wonder what's going on. Seems like a few people out there are having trouble tonight when it comes to the stars, which is interesting. I'll have to have a look at that in a second. Brad Adams posted this today. A very cool idea here with some very familiar props. That is Butamus right there. Yes, look at these changes that happen. And it's not using black art. I want to say that. It's not using black art. Just a very clever method. And the people in the group have been enjoying the visuals on this from Brad Adams. So thanks for sharing that, Brad. Appreciate that. Daniel Rick's picking up a new book recently, which is cool. I believe it's the Vani Bassi book, which our buddy Richie the Magic was talking about recently in our All Things Magic Lounge. A great book. One of the best versions of the Pin Through Bill ever is in that book. Yep. This was an interesting one from Timothy Wink, creator of Misled. He posted this. It has nothing to do with magic, but there's a lot of magic. You could take this and apply it to magic when it comes to failing and learning from failing and getting better from failing as a magician, not just learning from your wins and when things go right, but also learning when they go wrong. And it's Ed Sheeran that's talking about that, even with his music and how shitty he used to be and how he had to learn from being bad to get good. As magicians, we certainly could take that and learn from being bad as long as it makes us better at the end of the day. So talk about Justin Willman today. I did want to also give a welcome to Justin Willman, who is one of our newest members here at All Things Magic. So Justin Willman, welcome to the party. Good to have you out there. We'll talk more about Justin here in just a couple moments, so stay tuned for that. It's also the 94th birthday today of Dick Stoner, which is really nice over there in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Our buddy Bill Reeder, also goes by Will. He's a mentor, to Bill. And so we want to send some love out there to Mr. Dick Stoner, a true legend in the magic industry. So that is cool. We saw some Chloe Crawford out there performing there. David Mann building a new magic table, which is cool. Let's see. We're talking about Justin Willman again. We'll get more to him in just a minute, like I said. What else was out there? Some David Copperfield talk. He was actually awarded something here in Vegas last night. He got an award for, it's like a Lifetime Achievement Award, I believe, here in Vegas. We had our flash sale over the weekend, so make sure you are signed up for our email list, or else you might miss it when we do our special deals. Now we had our 15% off sale over the weekend. There's my review again for Perception. Dan Sperry sharing some thoughts on the striker on a, is this the appearing cane or the vanishing cane? For candles, just candles in general. So that's cool. All right. And I think that's going to wrap us up in the group. So those are just a few. I thought that was funny. Mac King Cheese. There you go. 6-year anniversary. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. I'm glad I went down here. All Things Magic on March 29th turned 6 years old. Now, as a company, we're only about 2 years old, I think. 2 years and some change when we actually kind of open up the shop side of things. However, as a group, the All Things Magic group has been around since March 29th of 2018. And we are looking forward to the next 6 years and beyond. And I just wanted to, as I mentioned in the video, just want to say thank you to everyone that's been part of All Things Magic, whether you are a new member that's joined recently or you're someone that's been here since maybe the first day we opened the doors here at All Things Magic. We've come a long way, and it's been great to meet a lot of friends along the way and to also just have a lot of great memories to carry with me. We've done a lot of cool stuff together, friends, including that SAM convention here in Vegas at the Golden Nugget, and got through COVID together. During the lockdown, a lot of us got really close. And for me, it was a great outlet to kind of stay sane during an otherwise tough time. So 6 years is a long time. So thank you for being part of All Things Magic. Alrighty. And this was actually very clever. This guy, Jonathan Ford. And thank you, Michael Mayo. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. And I'm so happy that you're part of this. I'm so glad that we've met because of this, Michael, because you're one of my favorite people. You know that. There's no doubt about it. Peter Nile, I've made lifelong friends here and learned lifelong lessons, magic and otherwise. Yeah, that's what's nice. It's not just always about magic. We try to stay on track, but it's good. We can just kind of be together and just be friends. This was clever though. Jonathan Ford, he shared this. So I'm going to share it here with the group on the show here. As far as a card reveal, so part of the Starbucks app, and thank you, Jim Spinato. I see your love for us out there too. Part of the Starbucks app is creating your own unique profile name. So that's what's going to be printed on the ticket and the label for your drink. And so when you go to pick up your order, obviously, in order to know that your order's ready, they have to say your name. So they're going to look at the cup and they're going to read the label and they're going to say your name, like, oh, Luke, your order's ready, or Luke over here. So what he's done is on the app, he changed the name to a playing card. And you can see here, he's used this a couple of times. He's got 3 of diamonds on this one, on the other one, 9 of spades. So literally when the order is ready, they'll go up and they'll announce 3 of diamonds. And so you're timing this to where, you force the card, go through, do whatever. And then at the end, they do the revelation for you. And of course, it's printed on the cup so they can see it. So it's a pretty damn clever idea. Again, shout out to, got to give credit, Jonathan Ford for sharing the idea. I think it's brilliant. And if you guys try it out, let us know what you think. But he said he uses it not just with playing cards. He's also done it mentalism routine with an ESP deck. So think about it in other ways too. Anything you can pretty much force, you can have now revealed by the barista at a Starbucks, which is a very clever idea. So good stuff there. And thank you again to Jonathan for sharing that. All right. I love it. Yes, me too. Me too, Mr. David First. Very clever. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. All righty. So that is some cool stuff that I wanted to share with you too. Speaking of Justin Willman, you may or may not know, because this just started on Monday, on the 1st. His brand new show, what a great day to kick off the show and to debut it, April Fool's Day. The Magic Prank Show with Justin Willman is officially streaming now on Netflix. And I believe you can watch all of the episodes. You could binge the Magic Prank Show on Netflix right now, which is pretty cool. You know, Justin is no stranger to Netflix. He was on there for quite a while with his Magic for Humans series. He's now doing some touring. He's actually coming to Las Vegas next month. I'm planning on going to see that. And now his brand new series is streaming out there, which is really cool. And as I mentioned earlier, Justin joined the All Things Magic group today, which is cool. And also wanted to let you know something else about Mr. Justin Willman. And Richie also says this: for the whiskey out there fans, Maker's Mark has a personalized label feature on their site. So there you go. You could also customize a Maker's Mark label. So there you go. Thank you for sharing that, Mr. Richie. All right. But speaking of Justin, I want to let you know too, on the All Things Magic site, we don't just promote products, friends. Like, of course, we're a shop. We have products for you to buy, and also our merchandise if you want to grab some All Things Magic merchandise. But we also have news. We are posting news on the regular. Pretty much anytime there's something that's going on, we try to be as quick as possible to post it and let you know about it. So be sure to check our site often. But Justin Willman was on the Kelly Clarkson show, and he performed a Russian roulette type of routine. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. You should watch it. It's fun. And that is something that he did on there, you know, pretty much to kind of get the hype and the word out about his new series on Netflix. So have a look at that. And yeah, he got her pretty good. So check that out when you got some free time. And again, don't miss his Magic Prank Show over on Netflix. It's interesting, isn't it, how Magic seems to, recently anyway, when it comes to TV stuff, seems to be more like connected to pranks than serious magic, right? Like even Magic for Humans was a bit campy. And I'm saying that in the most respectful way possible. The Carbonaro effect, while it's not prank, it's kind of the same thing. Hidden camera, doing something to people that they don't know you're a magician. So it's kind of a prank. And now the Magic Prank Show, obviously in the name. So yeah, it's interesting how that's what's been seen by people as magic instead of like the serious, cool magic, you know? Good night, Richie the Magic. He says, have fun. Everyone's surgery yesterday and Oxy is kicking in. Well, I hope you're recovering quickly and I hope you're recovering well from the surgery. And yeah, that Oxy stuff will knock you out. So rest up and we will see you soon, Mr. Richie the Magic. The other thing that was really fun recently that I posted here is Mark Lewis from Canada's Got Talent. He got the golden buzzer. Now, Mark Lewis might be a name that some of you are familiar with. Mark is kind of this infamous character from the Magic Cafe and just magic groups in general. And Mark Lewis kind of likes to push people's buttons, and he likes to take the piss. Like he really loves to stir the pot. And if you've seen him online in any of those other magic groups, because we don't really play that game, we don't get drama going, right? But you might be familiar with him. He's 89 years old. No, 79. My God, excuse me. 79 years old. He's almost 80. And he is on Canada's Got Talent, and he got the golden buzzer, which also got him a $25,000 prize just for that right away. So that's kind of cool to see him on the telly and also getting lots of love from the judges out there. So this is the $1 million season. He has a chance to win $1 million. He's already won 25,000, and he is probably the best guy in the world when it comes to a Svengali deck. If you've never seen it, you can check him out online. I know he's been posting more videos recently. He is really, really good at what he does. And yeah, he is a great pitch man as well. Well said, Mr. Ken Dome. So Yeah, it's very cool to see him. I never imagined I'd see Mark Lewis on something like that and getting a golden buzzer, but good for him. Great stuff. And Justin says Mark Lewis is great, a legendary pitchman. Yep, another nod for the pitchman. Yeah, Mark is living proof that you're never too old to be a magician. Isn't that a great thing? A good reminder. You know, some people think, "Oh, my time is come and gone. You know, I had a chance." And no, you can literally be 79 years old and you can be this guy and getting lots of love. Alex says Mark went viral one of his Svengali pitch videos. I believe it. The guy's got chops, and he's funny. He's really funny, and that's what they really liked about him on this. Tracy says they're 52 and just started performing. Well, you know what? That's a great time. 52 cards in a deck. So welcome to the world of performing and magic and all that. Tracy, where are you from? Where are you from out there? I don't think I have a way to see where you're from on here. And then Tracy also said when it comes to like the prank stuff, same with a lot of the street magic shorts on YouTube seem prank related. Yeah, it just seems like a lot of people are using kind of like magic and pranks, kind of tying it together as a form of entertainment. So yeah, seems to be a little bit of a trend out there. Yeah. And yes, do what you love whenever you want. True that. Tracy, you are 52, full deck. And Tracy is in Springfield, Missouri. So welcome. It is good to have you here, Tracy. Hello to Springfield out there. All righty. So that was a little bit more magic news for you. And there was another video recently. I might have mentioned it last week's show. More magic from Kelly Clarkson. Matt Franco was on there recently too. And we really, really like Matt Franco around here. So you can check that out as well. And yeah, he had some help behind the scenes from the one and only Charlie Fry that was on here about a month or so ago. They worked together on this routine. And Charlie, it was great. If you're watching it was great. It's really fun. Well done, sir. And of course, lots of love to Matt for being Matt. He's such a great personality for magic and just a great advocate, for what we do. Turned 50 today. Did my first magic performance over 2 weeks ago. Well, Mike Marlowe, Mike is 50 today. So Mike, happy birthday, my friend. Let me get this in for you. Let me find that. Happy birthday, Mike Marlowe. Happy birthday! Yes, happy birthday, Mike. All right. And also, congratulations on your first performance 2 weeks ago. So that's another milestone as well. So you knocked off two things there with your magic. Yeah, got some love coming in from Mike. And I'm sure Michael Mayo is just loving the other Mike's last name. I'm sure Michael Mayo wishes his last name was Marlowe, even though it's not spelled the way that we all know. So there we go. I know, right? Alex, he has Marlowe in his name. There you go. Exactly. Alrighty. So that's a little bit of magic news for you. Wanted to share that stuff with you. Now, one more thing I'll tell you about after our last little bit of business here, because I think you'll enjoy this one too. This is brand new. This just dropped today. I've already had a chance to check it out because I know the guy that created it and that is performing it. And I think you're really going to enjoy this a lot. It's got some good visuals. You got stuff that can also happen in their hands. And it is called Trapped. This comes from Eric White, formerly known as Snake. Snake is the guy that, he came up with the, what was it called? The gum, the packs with the gum. What do you call that trick? We don't have them to sell. That's why I'm at a loss. Where you shake it and they change into the pack. What is that freaking thing called? What is that called? Candia Toomey Magic Products. I want to see real quick. I want to get this right. Twister Flavor. That's what it is. Twister Flavor. That's his trick. Twister Flavor is his trick, along with some other things that he's come up with over time. But Twister Flavor is probably the most popular thing that he created, and it's incredibly well made. If you've never seen it, it's really good. So anyway, I wanted you to check this out. This uses a Tic Tac container and a signed card, and now you're going to see how those two things join forces here. Watch again for the visuals, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. And just so you know, both versions are included here, red and blue, so you don't have to pick with this one. So check it out. This one is called Trapped. Here you go.
This is the reaction when they see Trapped. This project blew many people's mind. Definitely made my day. It's an organic magic, and the spectator can hold it in his hand. You only need a tic-tac to catch the spectator's signed card. You have the control, and your hands are clean.
I'm gonna go crazy, lady. Yours? Very good. Very good.
And a little bit of Vegas flavor for you there, performing down on Fremont Street here in the Las Vegas. So yeah, that's what this is. You get this nice appearance of the card on the container, and then you just go to take it off, and now it's done, and it's their signed card. So the visual of it appearing is fantastic. And again, this does come with the red and blue gimmicks so that you can start doing this right away. And it's also fun because they can hold the Tic Tac container before, so you could be doing another card trick, the signed card. At the end, you pick up the Tic Tac container from their hand, give it that shake, you get the appearance, and then you just take the card off and hand it to them. So anyway, that is a nice little piece of organic magic using some Tic Tacs from our buddy out there, Mr. Eric White. And I really, really like this one a lot, and I think that you will too. Alrighty. So that is another piece of magic this week. Looking at our stars tonight, I know people are having some problems with the stars on the back end. I do apologize for any of the inconvenience tonight with that. I'm honestly not sure what is going on with the stars out there. So if you were trying tonight, thank you. And again, for the people that have been able to donate tonight, we appreciate your support. So right now we're at 6,150 stars. Okay, so we are, that would be, well, I can pretty much do the giveaway I was set up to do anyway. So that's currently, we're at 25% of our goal. This doesn't seem to be showing up either for some reason. So I'm not sure why that is. Let me see. Okay, and I think I just did something on the back end here too. So we'll try that. All right, there we go. Okay, so anyway, that is the good stuff. And don't forget, again, we are doing our free giveaway with orders over 50 bucks. You're going to get a free piece of magic from Michael Murray. These sell for 25 bucks. You're going to get it absolutely free. This is a really, really cool mentalism type of system, a method going on here. It includes some extra stuff for you. It's called Equilibrium. I think you're really going to like it. It's one of those things you can do on the spot, which makes it really fun. So there you go. Alrighty. Wanted to ask you one more thing before we start to get out of here. I want to ask you one more thing because it's kind of like asking you and showing you something, because this was kind of crazy to me, and I don't know if I've ever seen this happen, and I wanted to know if you've ever seen this happen. This is someone on stage. His name is Jose. I believe this is the name of the guy performing. Jose Eduardo da Costa. I think it's the guy, or it's the guy that recorded this. But watch what happened. So dude passed out. So here's the thing. One, I don't know if this is, so one, I don't know if this is part of the act. It looks like he's trying to do the thing where they grab the pieces, the rope or whatever, and then they pull it and it goes through his neck. I think that's what's happening here. But then it gets to the point where I think they're pulling too tight. I believe they cut off the circulation to his throat, like he's breathing. Again, I'm thinking this is real. I don't know if this is a gag. This has obviously had this has had like almost 2,000 shares. It's got a lot of likes and stuff here, like 808,000. Have you ever had something like this happen to you on stage? Obviously, he's performing something where they're pulling on stuff. I know there are some magicians out there that will have audience members come up and tie them up in the straitjacket. They'll pull on the straps. Some people will have an audience member come up and get them in the handcuffs or tie them up with rope, maybe do a rope escape. But have you ever had something like this happen where you are on stage or you are, doing something that requires some assistance and you've gotten hurt from it or you've gotten knocked out from it? I know in the past we've talked about kids that have peed on stage, they peed their pants. I know that in the past we've also talked about audience members coming up and actually knocking out the magician. I think the last year we were showing that from a cruise ship. There was a magician, made a very innocent comment. The wife's husband didn't like it. He came up and started trying to knock the magician out. He got him. He was hitting him pretty good. So that was kind of a sad thing to see. Mr. Michael Mayo says they might have looped it wrong. I think that's exactly what happened. Yeah. Did he finish the show and is he okay? I don't know anything more than what I'm seeing. I saw this in my feed the other day and I went through and I'm like, oh my God, that's terrible. And it got me thinking automatically, have you guys ever had that happen? Knock on wood, so far I've never had an escape go wrong. That is good. What type of escapes do you do, Tracy? I'd love to know. No, never anything like that. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear you guys have never had to go through this. That is good. That's good news. So, yeah. 50 Shades of Jose. Oh, God. Dave also says, no, never had that happen to him either. Ken just says, yikes. And Dave also says, oh, damn, that's crazy. Yep, that is crazy. Yeah. So anyway, we do hope the guy is okay for sure. Alrighty. So that is that. I think we're pretty much getting to the end of tonight's show. I was going to look at my notes here. I think I've got all my little notes from our stuff here. Big congrats again goes out to Banachek on wrapping up a 2.5 year run on the Las Vegas Strip. That is a great run, over 600 performances. So we want to send him off with a lot of love, obviously. I want to send him out with some love. Again, check out the Magic Prank Show, brand new stuff on Netflix. That is brand new stuff there too. Ken says, I opened for a performer that closed with a straitjacket and the drunk volunteer lifted him up by the strap when it was between his legs. Ouch. That doesn't sound good. The guy who attacked the magician wasn't Will Smith. I don't think so. But you never know. Seems like Will Smith gets around. Tracy says, I do Houdini shackles and rope through neck with chain. I also have a straitjacket. Gotcha. Yeah, at least he didn't use a visible song. No kidding, David. No kidding. Ouch. All right. So that is our stuff tonight. And as always, if you would like to check out the best handpicked magic tricks for you, we've got them for you. The link is in the chat. Everything that's on our website is handpicked. Not just for you, but just we look at every single product that comes out for the most part. And we dig through, we only add the best things to our site for you. So we've taken away all that hard work. We're proud to have been doing that for over 2 years now. So we only sell quality stuff. I think that's one of the hardest jobs here is to really live up to that, to continue doing that. So we are proud of that all the time. With that said, it is getting close to an hour that we've been doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out the recap, and then we'll see where we are with our stars. We do have to at least do one giveaway. So let's go ahead and do our recap for you right about now.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
Let's do it. Here we go, my friends. Recap time. We're going to break down the things that we talked about for you this week all in one spot, starting right now with our top 3 magic tricks.
Hold up.
Alrighty, number 1 tonight was Inside by Michelle. A deck of cards is inside of its box. It's inside of an envelope. Someone names any card. You dump out the deck that's in the box, hand it to someone. They open the box. They take out the cards. Inside of the box is a piece of paper. They read the prediction. It says, I don't know your card, but I think that it's at this number. they count down to that number. It's the card that they just named. That is what Inside is in a nutshell. It is fantastic. I like it a lot. Number 2 tonight was, this is not really number 2. It's kind of something I want to just throw in. This is the most impossible version of Ring to Shoelace you've ever seen at Full Pin and Teller. Check it out on our website if you're just getting here to watch the full performance. We do have the video for you right there. So have a look at that. Don't forget, we do offer Afterpay and Shop Pay to break up these bigger purchases so you don't have to pay for them all at once. Number 2 tonight was Money Maker 2.0. And literally, your eyes will bug out. Look at the changes happening here in the little envelope. And you can also have things appear and change. And yeah, the quality here is great. But you can see the changes happen multiple times, not just once. And the only thing not included, of course, is the money. So there you go. But look at the freaking visuals. It looks so freaking good. So good. All right. So that was number 2 tonight. And then number 3 we just showed you was Trapped from my buddy Eric White. You have the Tic Tac container they're holding. You do a signed card routine. You pick up the Tic Tac container. You shake it. The card ends up sticking out of it. It's like you catch it in the Tic Tac container. And then you reach up and you take it out. And it is the signed card that you've been using all along. So those are our top 3 magic tricks this week. All right. On the magic news side, we told you about Justin Willman. We told you about Banachek. And his very last show. There's me and my gorgeous wife there at the last show. And also we talked about the Wandini thing here. So a nice little variety of stuff tonight. And there is our top 3 magic tricks for you this week. So I hope that you enjoyed those on this week's Thirsty Thursday show. All right. Let's take a quick peek at our stars to see where we are at. I can do that on the back end because our thing down there isn't working either tonight. So we will take a peek here. And we are at 6,150 stars tonight, 25% of our goal. So we are going to do a giveaway for one of our star supporters. And I think there's a couple of you that I need to add here that I haven't done yet. So pardon me while I do that, but let's go ahead and jump over here to our stars. All right, some of the names that I need to add. Oh yes, I have to do that over here, my bad. Let me come back here. Some of the names that I need to add. How am I gonna do this? All right, I'll come over here. Man, I'm like running out of room on my screen. All right, so I saw Michael Mayo out there. Thank you, Mr. Mayo, for your support. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm trying not to move everything. Leave it right there. We had Michael Mayo. We had Ralph Forbes. Thank you, Mr. Ralph, for your support. Let me add you here, Ralph Forbes. If you're here for the first time, this is kind of like a raffle. You know, if you donate stars, it gets you entered in a special giveaway that we do every week. So I think the 200 star minimum, which is $2, and the prizes can be worth hundreds of dollars. So yeah, I got Joe Berman out here. We got Mr. Joe as well. Any update on how the gigging is going for you, Luke? Looks like you're having fun. Nice to see you back out there. Yeah, I'm actually doing a lot of gigs recently, and I have another one next week that's coming up. Thankfully not on a Tuesday, and then I have another one a couple of days after that, and then I have another one just after that. I think we need to confirm that one, but yeah, I'm doing a lot of performing again, which is great. So thanks for asking. But yeah, I'm really having a blast out there. You know, it's been a while since I've had a chance to perform, and as you guys know, Vegas is a very tough town. It's a tough town. Lots of magicians everywhere. So, trying to find gigs is not always the easiest thing, but things have just kind of started to work out for me. And it has been great. And there is no looking back for this guy. So, yeah, super stoked. All right. So I think I got people I can see over here added to our giveaways. And I have a few more things to look at over here. So I got Dwayne Winstead. Dwayne also added here. We'll do Dwayne Winstead. And we had Scott, I got you. And Mr. Cram, I don't think I had you. So wanted to give some love out there to our friends. Scott R. Smith, Claude Wyatt, Sammy Hoxa, Richard Zach, Ray Coleman, James Schoonover, Peter Nile, Billy Effner, Mark Buffett, Michael Mayo, Ralph Forbes, Joe Berman, Eric Elmore, Dwayne Winstead, and Mr. Cram. I believe those are all the folks that were kind enough to donate to our show, which again, we very much appreciate your support. Oh, I think that's from last week, the Josh Hub. I think all of our stuff's out of whack tonight for some reason, because those are from last week. Okay. All right. David First, keep gigging and spreading the magic. That's the plan, Mr. David. That is the plan. Sorry, Luke, can't see Star. That's all right. No big deal. We sometimes we can see them and sometimes we can't. So I don't know what's going on tonight. That's all right. All right, so let's go ahead and and Brian Cornwall, my bad. Brian, and Jake Rober, my bad. Jake Rober out there too. All right, I got you guys. Thank you, Jason R. Smith. Hope you enjoyed that margarita earlier. It looked good. And I got you covered, Mr. Brian. And Jason R. Smith says he donated too. My bad. Jason R. Smith. All right. There we go. Thank you, friends, for your support on a Thirsty Thursday. We will be back next Tuesday. But for now, let's see who's going to win some free stuff. Here we go. Good luck. Sammy Hawks. Sammy is going to win some free magic. However, if Sammy would like, and I don't know if Sammy's still around, so I know people come and go on the shows, Sammy has the choice to keep the prize that Sammy has already won, or Sammy can go big and press his luck. Now, if Sammy's here, we'll give him the option. If Sammy's not here, of course, he's going to keep his prize, and we'll figure it out from there. So we're going to give him about the length of this song to figure that out. This song is about long enough to figure out if he wants to press his luck. But he may not want to anyway. We will see. We have Ken. Press your luck. Congratulations from James. Congrats from Mr. Dwayne. And from Ellis. David first says press it. He says press it. I'm not sure Sammy's here though. I think we're gonna have to call it. Yeah, we should play the 23-minute version of Stairway to Heaven. For real. I'll just sit here and chill. All right. So I think it is fair to say that you will win, but you will not win a bigger prize tonight, Mr. Sammy. So let me come back here. And we will bring up the email for Sammy. There it is, info@allthingsmagic.com. Sammy, you have a week to claim your prize. On Thursday of next week, if we don't hear from you, then we will consider your prize no longer your prize. Put it back for the rest of the folks to enjoy. So there we go. That is Sammy Hawks, tonight's winner from our star supporters. All right. So that is good stuff. And it's always good to see you friends out there. Thank you for joining us on a Thirsty Thursday. I know it's not Taco Tuesday, but we didn't want to just not have a show for you this week. So I'm going to crack open another beer. I'm going to head over to the lounge after this and have a drink with the friends. And I will catch you all on Tuesday, 8:30 Eastern time for our next Taco Tuesday show. And we do have some special guests as well getting lined up as time goes on. So stay tuned. You never know who you might see here with me on the next Taco Tuesday show. I like to keep you guessing. It's fun that way. So that said, have a great night, everybody. And I'll see you friends in just a few minutes. All right. Thank you for being here. See ya. Cheers. Mr. Dave. Cheers. Thank you very much. Thank you. You got it, Mr. Dwayne. You got it, buddy. Safe travels, Scott. Safe travels out there. And I think Dwayne, not Dwayne, I think Claude is going as well. Have safe travels out there. Peace out, Brian. Peace out. Thank you, Mr. Justin. And thank you. Yes, I'm having a blast performing, man. Can't wait to do more and more of it. Can't wait. Fun. Good to see you, Ellis. Until next time. See you, everybody.
Thank you, and good night.